In Unit 1, we accomplished two things. First, we got a chance to understand design thinking as a combination of skills, practices, and mindset that support an iterative approach to innovation. Second, we saw how people across MIT use design thinking in their work. Design thinking isn't just a new way to keep students busy. It's how researchers, designers, and engineers adapt and create the products, services, and strategies that we use every day. Here in this unit, we want to explore how educators are bringing design thinking into schools so that students can be ready for the kind of work that we do here at MIT. Each of the schools featured is at a different stage in their own journey with design thinking. Some of the schools and programs we visit are starting their journey with a one-off design challenge, and others have infused design into after-school programs or a designated design class. Other educators are experimenting with ways to supplement lessons in core content areas with the design thinking process or with discrete skills embedded within the process, like brainstorming or visual prototyping. Educators with deeper knowledge and expertise are using design thinking to reimagine entire units and long-term student projects. Time, resources, familiarity, and interest are constraints that all schools face. Yet, as you'll see in this unit, there are a number of ways that educators can bring design thinking into their classrooms. Your assignment for this unit allows you to experiment and find ways to share design thinking with your students. The design thinking process is versatile. There's no one-size-fits-all for design thinking. How much of the process you use, how long you spend on a stage or a specific skill, and how interdisciplinary a project is can vary. We recommend that you start small and work your way up to larger projects and learning experiences as you become more comfortable with the process and as students build design skills. In most organizations and schools, it's easier to make changes first in the periphery, after-school programs or elective classes, and then move towards changing the core. Keep this versatility and flexibility in mind as you consider ways to bring design thinking into your school or organization. The design thinking process as a whole and the skills that comprise it aren't brand new. We hope that as you as educators will recognize that there's plenty of overlap with the work that you already do in your classrooms. When students are learning about a historical event or reading a novel, they're discovering details about users and context. Science classrooms and robotics clubs are filled with prototyping and trying out ideas. Generally speaking, though, students typically spend most of their time in schools working on problems that have been laid out for them, problem solving, rather than discovering new challenges worth tackling, what we call problem finding. In the real world, people have to seek out relevant information so that they're able to frame a problem. Problem finding is one important dimension of learning that educators can bring to schools with design thinking. As you approach the development of a new design-based learning experience, we'd encourage you to find others to collaborate with. It's helpful to have someone to reflect with and to enjoy the design thinking process with. Making change and trying new things is always easier with a coalition of like-minded colleagues. For students and for teachers, hearing vocabulary, applying skills in multiple school contexts or disciplines will reinforce the process and deepen problem-solving skills. We're so excited to share the work of the schools featured in this unit. We hope that their experiences inspire you and prompt you to explore and experiment.